thing is in life. Have you been to Twitter? Have you seen the shit people peddle on Twitter? You know why all of these posts are meant for engagement? It's because they all have Twitter Blue. Twitter Blue gives you revenue for posting on Twitter. You can make the worst takes in history, and if it gets likes, you make money. It's a very strange case of, like, weird stuff. Weird. Hi, Mochi. What's up, Bean Mooch? Hey, are you stretching? Mochi. What? Hey, what are you doing, buddy?
You dare slack on
Mochi,
my
no.
ship?
Get away from there. A follow, thank you, man. Yeah, my grandfather worked on the Apollo mission. One of them. There's a bunch. He worked on re-entry. How the atmosphere, like, how the shuttle, the craft, how it takes, I guess, burning up in the atmosphere. That's what he worked on. Yeah. Worked for NASA. Very smart guy. This guy is, a very fulfilled individual. He's like 93, man. He's got like 10 kids. You know, he's lived a long, great life. And, he's basically my father figure growing up. I've had a stepdad, but like I've been with my grandfather longer, much longer. I've got fleet, what the hell? Nobody ever gives me a sub. That's because you already have a sub. What do you want about? That's called greed. Greed is not good. Don't greed. Why are you flashing? Why are you flashing? Why? You take my sheen. You actually just took my sheen and you wasted flash. That's terrible, man. Why, you menace to society? No, that is kill stealing. That's not even securing. The secure was done. I don't even get sheen now. Why? I can't wait for Sheen. It's 900. Well, I could have waited. I mean, look how slow the wave is. I can't be here. It's fine. We just lose, FF. I'm not kidding. So disgusting. Wastes flash, KS's me, and then gives doubles to my laner, who's garbage. Ah, bro, alright. Unlucky. We are in the trenches.
You've work to do. Get on it.
Harakiri, thank you, man. So annoying. You have special individuals like Briar playing the game. I mean, he's just whatever, man. He's getting a dragon. Sponsor stuff, though. I mean, I need to want to like the product. Realistically, I have to like what you're offering me. I'd love Displate. Displate's cool. Displate's cool. Anything that like works for me. Things that I like. Some sponsors I don't even like. One of the coolest sponsors was the Makeship plushies. Remember those? Like the Pirate Pleb plush? I barely made money off that. Actually didn't make much. And you just get a cool plushie, man. That's sick. Yo-yo. I mean, this guy's got no sums, right? Yeah, he shouldn't have sums. He's, like, out for 80 seconds. Good. Thank God Cassante knows how to give it to me. Give me the kill. In-game. Thank God, brother. I don't swing that way, though. You might want to ask Graves. If I was Graves, lore-friendly. I got one. You don't have one yet. What if someone steals it in the mail? Because they know it's a plushie of mine. And they're like, you know what? This thing is worth millions.
You've work to do. Get on it.
Slordavos, thank you, buddy. I mean, if we're being honest about what Graves and TF's relationship would be, Graves is the brute. Graves is the musky, big, stinky, hairy potato that probably is the giver. Okay? I don't want to, like, hey, what they do in their free time is their own thing, but, like, nah, bro. Like, that's just... Graves is a barbarian. Graves, what he wants, he'll probably go get. Through, like, illegal means or illegal means. Okay, do this. Now, Graves and TF are some of my favorite characters, though. I do like them. I wish they weren't romantically involved together. You can have romantic, you know, interests elsewhere, but they are my favorite characters, along with, like, GP. And GP fucking despises them, by the way. Nobody likes TF or Graves, just saying. Nobody likes them. They ruin everything. They steal. They're, they just... They're always where they probably shouldn't be. Which is funny. It's like, no matter what goes down in Bilgewater, it could only be worse with TF and Graves arriving. If it's already not bad enough, it's these idiots get hired for something, and they just ruin it even more. Ooh. Well, I mean, they just wanted to make Graves and TF romantically involved, so they did. They did it for, initially, the story behind Graves and TF ever being together in lore was supposed to be from their original design of kind of like an ex-duo, but they still work together. They, you know, at one point might have been with each other, stuff like that. And from what people had said, you know, Riot canned it because they didn't like it, whatever, so on and so forth. And then eventually...
Don't care if the others like you.
Love you, Dad. I hope you have a good day, Tobias. Kiss, Tobias. Kiss.
Hey, Crab22, thank you, buddy. You too, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. basically with more inclusion in a lot of things today, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, it shouldn't be, they decided to go back and make TF and Graves kind of like romantically at one point involved. No longer like, I guess that, but at one point they were. So it was just kind of like, from what the writer had said, it was an ex-writer who wrote the stuff. They just went back on like their old initial plan to make them kind of like that couple. So that's what they did. That's the lore behind it. They came out with a story that was very good. I think it was called like The Boys and the Bombolini. For Graves and TF during Pride Month. And it's not like, oh my god, passionate gay man sex with like, you know, TF and Graves. It's like them defending a warehouse from their ex partner in crime who comes in with his crew. And it's a big shootout, a lot of explosions, a lot of like dumb shit goes on. It's great. It's a really good story. Super, super good. Well, I mean, I had read it when it first came out, but essentially there was a third wheel to Graves and TF's kind of like crime duo, and it was of a Stein Hammerhead Sharkman, if I can remember correctly. And no, it's not a it's a standalone story on like the universe page. You'll see it if you go look for it. But again, it's just a giant shootout of a warehouse full of like explosives. And of course, everything goes to shit because that's how they work, right? TF and Graves never do anything right, but they somehow end up on the winning side of things at the very end. It's like, no matter how bad they do these things, they still do them, just not well. And that's kind of them, and I like that because they're not the most serious of characters, you know? They're just a duo that wants to go cheat everyone out of everything. That's it. That's what their adventures are. They're scumbags, they're losers, they're filth, but they're like endearing filth. You know, you kind of want them to succeed even though they're stealing and being criminals. It's cool. What is going on, man? Well, they used to be enemies because the whole thing with their falling out was that during a heist, it was either, I believe, both of them get captured or Graves gets captured. And TF said, fuck that, I'm bolting. And Graves got taken to the slammer. Bro was stuck in prison. He ended up killing the warden, taking his gun, and kind of like going after Twisted Fate. And that's kind of what leads into the Burning Tides with the Gangplank rework, is that Twisted Fate and Graves are brought together by Misfortune. She hires both of them to basically check out the same warehouse. And from that, you get the story of Graves and TF kind of like making up. So that's what it is. Yeah, the Burning Tides was great. The Burning Tides was awesome, and on top of it being awesome, they also did the Ruin King game, which is even better. Or it's like just as good. It is an absolute love letter to Bilgewater. If you love Bilgewater and you love these characters, the Ruin King game and Burning Tides are like peak Bilgewater. So good. Actually super, super, super good. And it was so cringe when people actually complained about Gangplank's character arc, where he became more of a human, right? Because when you strip everything away from a man, what is he left with? You take away his kingdom, you take away all of his money, his influence, his men. What do you have left? Gangplank had vengeance. That's all he wanted on his mind. He just wanted revenge on misfortune. He wanted his kingdom back, and he failed. He wasn't strong enough to take it, so he kind of had like a reflective, you know, let me look at myself and see what I really am. And what he really is still a piece of shit. He didn't deny that. He's an asshole. He's horrible. But in the Ruined King, it kind of shows more of the humanistic side of, like, Gangplank being just a guy and not so much this demon, you know? Like, he is a dude. Some people go further and actually are demons, right? Like, horrible, atrocious people. What a balanced champion. What the fuck is this? I've got 4,000 gold, my bad. I probably could have just killed him now.
Oh, look! A happy little barrel!
Why is Lucian getting a buff? Has Rito been moved to California? Am
Nobody
I on the
plays him.
same pipe as Riot Games?
Aaron, thank you. We've got a Teemo support taking waves. I mean, Lucian isn't even really... So the only... Let me ask you this. What do you think the problem is with Lucian? Is he a cringe character, or is he a cringe mid laner? Because there is a difference. Because I would say he's a cringe mid laner, but not a cringe character. Yes. That's the biggest problem he has. So whenever people say, oh, why are we buffing Lucian? Why are we doing this? True, but, like, he's still just a normal ADC. Just get him out of the mid lane. Leave him in bot lane. Don't allow him to be played mid or top. That's cringe. So, you know. I kind of don't want to group until I'm 13. I'm just gonna press R. Yikes, dude. Oh, she actually hit someone well. Dude, this Briar is so dog shit, though, for real. This guy KS's me in the worst way possible, gives the kill away, and now he's just feeding. And now he's trying to ping me. Bro, you're so deluded. Chill out. You're muted for a reason. Your IQ is just not above 3. Whereas mine is above 5. Alright. He's a little bit delulu. I think he's sleeping. Okay, I'm gonna go... I can kill him. Nami's here. Yeah, fleet footwork kind of popping off, though. For real, for real. Like, These characters are so inflated by how fucking cringe and broken they all are. Like, and my jungle is just trash. Just trash. And you're never getting unmuted because you're trash. So cringe. That's what you get for chaosing, I guess, right? You get out jungle to get gapped. Everyone's just broken. All their champs are OP. In a very unskillful way. It's okay to be broken if your champ takes skill. It's not okay to be broken and press buttons and beat people for pressing buttons. That's the issue. You can be broken, just be skillful. These champs are not skillful. They're just broken. Kane shouldn't be in the game, period. True. This guy thinks Gangplank is skillful. I mean, that's an objective truth, though. What are you talking about? What? GP is more skillful than, like, 90% of this game. What are you on about? What? That may be a bit of brain damage. There is not a single player with a brain who plays this game who won't put Gangplank in top 5, like, actual skillful champs. Not saying he's the most skillful, but he's, like, easily top 5. You actually work to win. You actively have to play the game very well to win with this champion. Bro, he's just so garbage. Collector? Good. So garbage! They missed everything! They missed everything! Literally! I got hit with one Q and an ult, and this guy missed everything. Holy shit! Alright. Describing every champion working to win the game, that is objectively false. Do you think a champion like Veigar works to win the game compared to a character like Gangplank? Or a character like Teemo works to win the game? Bro, you press buttons like a brain-dead lobotomite in a coma, and you play the game. You don't work at all. You really don't. Do you think Twisted Fate really plays the game? You press click on stuns. Nasus pressing Qs? Not really. Like, no. Well, it is the objective truth, though. What are you talking about? Do you want to argue over the fact that Gangplank takes skill, or the fact that Nasus takes less work than Gangplank? Like, what are you trying to argue? I don't know what you're saying. You're just sounding like a fucking annoying person who does not need to be typing in 2 seconds. So either come up with something and we'll talk about it, or your ass is gonna get banned. Because you're being annoying.
Get
All right?
to work.
The only skill that matter for League of Legends player is shutting the joyful up.
True. Everyone has too many dumb opinions, and they're just, I guess that, opinions. They're very stupid and annoying to listen to. I don't think anything I've said is false, just saying. I think as someone who has played this game for many years and has hit Challenger in like 3 or 4 of them, I think I know what I'm talking about. I don't think I want to be annoyed by Reddit analysts who like to play ARAM. Just saying. Yo, we should hit yes. But I'm kind of fed, I don't want to hit yes. Okay, that works. I'll hit yes anyways. Oh, look, I reset the vote. Bro, these players are just trash. These players are so deluded and bad. Sick of them.